Alright guys, so this is my friend Jessica, and as you know, you don't know, but I'll be attempting to record another every other day. These videos they honestly keep me motivated, and also it stretches my creativity, it tests my creativity. So happy October. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna be doing a Halloween looks, but you know, I'm gonna look into it. I want to do a two-face thing, but we'll see. So right now, this is going to be a full video, as in the only step skipped is when I stopped the camera, you know what I mean? But right now I'm just cleaning up her brows, and this is what I tended to do for most, if not all, my clients who come to me and they don't really have a defined arch. I feel like a defined arch, it just changes your face. I feel like it just does a lot for you. So I defined her arch, and I'm filling in her brows with a brown eyeliner pencil. Now this brown eyeliner pencil, I believe it's either Anchor or Air Main or Air Woman. It doesn't even matter as long as it's a brown eyeliner pencil, because I'll be later on mixing it with a black because her brows are a little bit darker. But I like mixing the black and the brown to give a more natural look and to help everything kind of fuse better. So as you see, or as you're seeing, I'm actually extending her brows, because her brow them stop short. As them very chaka and thick. Her brow them thick bad. Like woman stop her brows close to her forehead, like it goes on, you know. So I accentuated her brows, lifted her brows rather, and look at how elongated her brows. And look at how nicely her brow bone is showing up. You know what I mean? So having this spoolie also helps to blend both colors together. So as I said, the only step skipped is when I stopped the video. So now I'm actually using Sasha Cosmetics foundation palette. Excuse me, and this palette is palette MD, so it's palette medium deep, and I'm using Perfect Honey. Perfect Honey is what I'm using to do her brows. I'm actually going to be using the foundation palette for her brows and also for her contour. Now you can go ahead and use a concealer or, you know, a corrector or whatever it is, but I'm choosing to use foundation because Sasha Cosmetics foundations are so nice and full coverage. I feel like it covers everything, and I don't need to have out so much, you know, products, foundations, concealers, correctors, you know. If I have a full coverage foundation, then I'm good to go, and this is why I rave about Sasha Cosmetics. All the Sasha Cosmetics stuff that you guys that I'll be using in this video, they're from Sasha Cosmetics Jamaica. So I'm just doing her brows, and this is fairly new, but what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going on top of her brows with a darker color, a color that's closest to her skin tone. Now here's my trick. So sometimes when I'm uncertain, Jessica, sometimes when I'm uncertain of the color, like her foundation color or any of my clients' foundation color, I tend to go on top of the brow with a color that I think might match them. So if it's a little bit too light or a little bit too dark, I know I can go with an in-between. So the color I'm using now to go on top is called Cocoa Beige. And just looking at that palette, I see that Cocoa Beige has been used a lot in my kit. Like I barely touch Pure Beige, and Pure Beige is the very first color. But Cocoa Beige, honey, sure baby, I'll be using Cocoa Beige, boo. So I'm using this to clean up her brows. Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? Recently my views have not been what I want it to be, and I've said this so many times before. Everything has changed on YouTube. When I just started YouTube, I could just put up whatever I wanted to, and it was watchable, it was viewable, it was tolerable. But because you guys have more options now on YouTube, you're like, shoot, I have to watch this, girl, I got me some options, and you guys are choosing to watch other videos. Now I'm going to say this, me putting songs in the videos, these are songs that will not get my channel stricken, or we call it not disabled, but the video is still, I won't, yes, copyright. I won't fall into any copyright issues whenever I use those songs. And most of the songs are from DAJ, because none of the songs I use from DAJ come up with a copyright strike. Even the songs I play for less than 20 seconds have a copyright strike. So sometimes I upload a video and it's uploaded, and sometimes they tell you when there's copyrighted music in it, and sometimes it doesn't. So my video will be up and has like 100 views, and immediately I'm I'm sent an email saying that the song has been copywritten, and I have to end up removing the song because whenever I delete an upload and re-upload, it doesn't do well after the re-upload. Yeah, so that's my reasoning. But from now on, I'm going to try my utmost best to do voiceovers for you guys, because I know you guys love the voiceovers. So I'm going to do that, and even with doing the voiceovers, I can explain better what I'm doing. So now this is an eyeshadow adhesive, as you saw before. Now when I got this from Sasha Cosmetics Jamaica, they said that people use it to adhere glitter, which I don't understand, honey. It's not even that sticky, boo. But I use it as a, oh lord, base, an eyeshadow base. Now I'm using this on her brow bone because she does have hooded eyes, and the look that I'm going for is very not avant-garde, because all right, let me just be quite honest with you guys. The look I'm doing on Jessica is something I would do every day. Like, this for me is like, this is my gig, this is what I do. But for most of it, it may be dramatic or avant-garde or whatever. But because I wanted to bring out her brow bone some more, this is why I used the white on her brow bone. Now if you're going to use this step, I really highly recommend that you blend the white all the way down to the crease. Now the reason for blending the white all the way down to the crease is that I find that whenever I put a white color as a brow bone color and it's not blended all the way down to the crease, whatever color you put on top of that white is going to show more vibrant. So I find that there's a line of demarcation whenever I don't blend it up properly. So that's my tip to you guys. Blend it all the way down to the crease. So I'm actually using the adhesive, as I said before, as an eyeshadow base, and I'm putting this all over her eyelid. I'm putting this on her eyelid, and then I'm moving it up to her crease. Because she has hooded eyes, if I had just left it on the lid only, then whenever she open her eyes, it will touch the crease and it will leave a line. So I put it above the crease so that when she opens her eyes, you can actually see it, and that it won't create that line. So I am blending out all the edges, and because I did the white base, I carried it up to meet the brow bone color that I laid before. And now I'm just blending everything together, just blending it out. Whenever it's white as well, guys, or whatever shadow base, whatever color shadow base you're using, you have to blend out the edges, especially with white. I find out with white, whenever the edges aren't blended, whatever you put on that, it stays unblended. It's not going to look flush. It's not going to look as flush or as clean, you know. So make sure you blend out your bases. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now. So then I'm going to be using the Watch Me Blush palette, and it is from the Crayon Case. They're on Instagram. Purchased these with my own money, but I absolutely love the colors. I love how pigmented they are, and it's a black woman owned brand, so you know I'm all here for it. So I'm going in with, I think I went in with cranberry. Yeah, with cranberry. And this is a blush palette. As you can see, it's a blush and highlight palette. So I'm going with cranberry, and I'm putting this in her crease. Now for this look, I did not have a color scheme in mind. I just knew that I wanted to do something really colorful on her, which is why I went for this palette, because I really wanted to do something colorful on Jessica. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, and this brush is a BH Cosmetics fluffy brush. I'm in love with this brush. So now I'm using my MAC 217, and I'm going in with berries, and berries is just like a dark plummy color. It's plum. It is plum, and I'm putting that in a little bit further down the crease, so that to give a little bit of definition. I could have just gone with cranberry alone in the crease, but to add that depth, I really wanted to get that darker color. Now, in order to add depth, you don't necessarily need they don't necessarily need black to create depth. You can create depth without using black, but I love using black whenever I'm creating depth. I just feel like it adds everything. Why are you laughing at me? I love using black. What? Anyway, so next I'm going in with Hot Cocoa. And for this, I know it's called Watch Me Blush, but you can use, the blushes are in here, and you have contour colors and you have highlights. Yeah? So now I'm going with Hot Cocoa for the crease to further deepen that crease and kind of push the color. See, I'm pushing the color over a little bit because I know that I will be doing a cut crease, so I can chance it being over that direction. So now I'm taking Tangerine, and I'm going to be putting this on the brow bone. I mean, this just came to me, and I was going to leave it light like that, but then honey, I was like let me just add some more bubble. Let me just bring that all the way up here. And I don't know, I kind of like it. I like that her brows are extended beyond her eyes, and it's just giving me way more room to work with and to play with. I kind of like that, but I'm also kind of weird. Yeah, so now I'm just what brush am I using? This is my Sedona Lace brush. It's a flat top brush. It's excellent for packing on color on the lid and also on the brow bone. Not so much for the crease, but lid and brow bone definitely, and for like smudging color along your lash line, it's also excellent for that. So I'm still learning. Okay. Okay, I guess now's a good time to tell you guys that I'm vlogging every single day for the month of October. My vlog channel is called Lyric Uncut. If you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do so. I'm trying to hit 30,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is the 3rd of December. Going back into the Watch Me Blush palette, and I'm taking cranberry again just to blend those colors together. See how it kind of eliminated, there's a line of demarcation earlier, but it kind of eliminated that, and that's what I wanted to do. Then I'm going back in with some more depth with the berries as well. So I'm kind of repeating the colors, but not really, because I want to add depth, but I also don't want to see like where one color starts, where one color ends. I want everything to fuse together. So the cranberry fused everything together, so now I'm adding the berries strategically, properly, efficiently, so that I eliminate any lines that may be there. So now I'm going in with the box of crayons eyeshadow palette, and this color is called yellow. For this box of crayons palette, it just tells you what the name of the colors are, so it's not like canary yellow or not like that. It just says yellow, red, green, orange, blue, you know. So I'm using yellow, and I wanted to bring yellow to the look. I didn't know how, and I was like, let me just put it right under her at the beginning of her brow bone. And I love how it just opened up that area of her eyes. See that? It looks gorgeous. Then I'm taking red, and red is not similar to cranberry at all. Cranberry is more cranberry-y, and red is more reddy. I hope that makes sense. But I'm going in with the fluffy brush again, because I want to kind of disperse the color all over the place. I don't want it to be concentrated at one end. The red has more orange in it, and the cranberry has more reds in it, which is weird. But anyway, yeah, when I'm holding them up, that's what they look to me. One is more orangey, one is more reddy. Okay, cool. So now I'm going in with the color, what's this, plum? Deep plum, and that is going in the crease. And deep plum has nothing on berries have nothing on deep plum, honey. Remember I used the berries before. Deep plum is like a chocolate black, like it doesn't even look plummy. But when I mix all these colors, when I mix it with other colors, it's actually coming out like a dark purpley color, or a dark purple brown color. Oh, and I'm using the MAC 217 as well. So again, going in with the eyeshadow adhesive, and I'm going to be doing a cut crease on Jessica. And oh, cut crease. When I was doing YouTube, when I started YouTube, this was not how we did our cut creases. But I find that this way is easier, to the point where I've almost forgotten how I did my No, I haven't forgotten. No, I haven't forgotten. Sorry. I almost forgotten, but I have not forgotten. But yeah, so this is what I like to call the Instagram cut crease. It you know, it's easier. It has your colors laying a little bit better, you know. So cut crease, and this is the same brush that I used to do her brows as well. I always use an angle brush whenever I'm doing a cut crease, because for me, it's okay. So with an angle brush, you have the highest part of the brush. Yes. So the highest part of the brush for me, I always face it to the nose. I always point it in the direction of the nose, because the brush moves smoother in my experience that way. So it goes so well with the shape of the eye, rather than using a square type brush. But hey, the square type brush does it as well, but it's just my preference. So it's going to be a half cut crease. I'm not cutting and creasing out all of her eye. I'm just doing it halfway. And then I'm going to blend it out, starting with the edges. I should have started out on the inside where most of the white is. You know what I mean? So start with where the white is, and then blend everything over, and then use the tip of the brush which is what I'm using now, and just kind of feather out at the ends. But this is basically what I did. So now I'm going in with the Watch what's it called, Watch Me blush palette again, and I'm taking Outsider, and that's just going to be going on the inside of her eyes. And then I'll be taking, I believe it's called Strawberry Dream, and I'm going to place it right beside Outsider. Now whenever you're working with colors, in order for them to blend, you can use two brushes. I just use one brush and just use one side and the other side. And when you say layer the first color, flip the brush around or grab a new brush and then you layer the other color. Then you use the brush that you're using before for the first color, or just flip the brush around and you feather the first color into the second, and same goes for the second color. You flip the brush around or grab the other brush with the other color in it and you feather the other color into the other one. So you're like fusing them. But if you want to get all technicality, you can get a brand new brush, as in a brush that has no eyeshadow on it or color on it, and go in between the colors and kind of like feather them over very lightly. And this, a pencil brush would be perfect for that step, like grabbing a pencil brush and just kind of using the tip of the pencil brush and feathering both colors together. It's going to take a lot of finesse, but that's what makeup is. I mean, I'm grateful for all these 5-minute makeup, 3-minute makeup. Hell, I have some of them here on my channel, but it takes time. People want to be so flawless and, oh, make me look like this, but I don't want a lot of makeup when it's going to take a lot of makeup to make you look like that. You know what I mean? A lot of it has to do with technique, but a lot of, and with that technique, Jessica, and with that technique comes time as well. We need time to paint. We need time to beat your face. We need time to get you snatched, honey. We can't just wham bam thank you madam. That's not how we do, honey. But anyway, where I'm going to be taking black from the box of crayons eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to go on the outside, and that is for added depth. Yes, honey, God. And I'm using the brush from the Kiba. So I love just of how this brushes fits into her eyes. And you see how her eyes are open based on where I placed the base and the eyeshadows. It's completely opening up her eyes. You cannot tell that she has hooded eyes. Man, I love working on hooded eyes, people. They give me such a challenge. But I also love working on, other eye shapes. But hooded eyes, man, y'all got my heart, man. So I'm taking Cocoa Beige. Again, Sasha Cosmetics. There's no primer on her face because I just filmed for this video. So there's absolutely no primer on her face. So I'm taking Cocoa Beige and I'm actually matching to her neck. Now, underneath her neck is darker than the rest of her face. I don't know. It's just a shadow that is creating. It's not really dark, but just a shadow it's creating. So everything is matching. So I'm bringing the color down under her neck so that it's visible to you guys. But anyway, moving on. So the brush I'm using is from the Dipped in Elegance line, which is now currently at Fontana Pharmacy. And I mean, you guys may not think this is relevant after the fact, but they're having, I think it's 50 or 70% off the brushes for TSO Take Style Out. But in any event, the brushes are always on sale at Fontana Pharmacy Island wide and on fontanapharmacy.com. Now, whenever you make any purchase of $50 and over on fontanapharmacy.com, you automatically get free shipping, and these brushes will be $50 and over. No, not with the sale. With the sale, it's probably $40 or something like so. With the sale, anyway. So I'm applying the foundation all over her face, which is how you apply foundation. That's not really much to talk about here. Just trying to whistle. Oh, I did add the other black on her eyes. I must have did cut and do that. I don't remember doing that. I don't remember talking about me doing that. But I got it done, as well as the rest of her foundation, I'm assuming. Nope, I'm back doing her foundation. There's not much to talk about here. So, how are you guys doing? Hello very much. Somebody made a comment that I'm heavy-handed and I'm applying foundation. I mean, it might look that way, but the brush is so soft, you can never tell. And I like to push the product in the skin. I don't know. I don't like to. Sometimes when I watch makeup videos, they're like layering the product on the person's face like a whitewash of color. I like to push the product into the skin. I feel like it lasts longer. You know what I mean? And because I'm not using a primer on her, I feel like it will last her longer as well. I don't know. I don't know. That's just what me think. That's my logic. So for her, oh, I am setting, yes, honey, God. So I'm setting with what? A perfect tan, yes. So I'm setting her highlighted areas with perfect tan, and I'm using the brush from the La Classique Trinite set, and that is completely sold out everywhere. But I'm using that color, perfect tan, yes, to set everywhere I placed the lighter color, which is I think is perfect tan I used for the lighter color. So I'm setting everywhere else. Look at her. Oh, I'm so grateful she allowed me to do her makeup. I love her face. I love her style. I love how she looks. She's absolutely gorgeous. So this is what I'm doing now. There's not much to talk about. And you know, I don't think you guys want to hear more music. So I'm just over here chatting up a storm. You know. Did I talk about my vlog channel? Yes, I did. My Instagram. You guys know I have an Instagram page. I do have an Instagram page. My Instagram page is called LyricRochester. I have several actually. So I'm patting down her face because she's sweating. So I have several Instagram pages. I have LyricRochester, Jamaican makeup artist. Pour Me Fitness. Pour Me by Lyric. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh my gosh, what color did I use? Perfect Spice. I think I used Perfect Spice for her low light. Yeah. Perfect Spice. I used for her low light. I don't know what else I should say, but because I don't know, I've been doing makeup for 7 years. I think it's 7 or 8 years, you know. And I feel like there's so much more I can learn. You know, I've been trained locally and internationally, but I feel like there's so much. Oh, Jessica, you beautiful specimen of life. I feel like there's so much more I can learn. I don't know. I really want to go to a Priscilla Ona class. That is what Perfect Caramel. Yes, honey, God, Perfect Caramel. Am I gonna set this, or is this going to be her all over face? Jessica Light, you know. My blood cleanse, you know, it's a perfect caramel light, and this fit Jessica brown, papa brown girl, papa chromas. Lord God, I think Cocoa Beige was her low light color. That's crazy. Not Perfect Spice, you guys. Cocoa Beige. Cocoa Beige light. Cocoa Beige probably my highlight color. Lord God, Jessica. Yeah, brown, sir. Chrome skin and flake. But yeah. So, yeah, I trained locally and internationally, and I'm a YouTuber. Hey, how you doing? Mom, Christian wife, worship leader, I'm singer, educator. Telling Jessica to put her nose ring back in because I'm done with the powder section. Oh, the lashes I use on her are really cheap lashes. I did shiny lashes. I didn't want any lash to overpower her eyes. I just chose that to add a bit of a flare. But anyway, so I'm using the Sasha Cosmetics setting powder in white, but it's actually, what do you call it now? Translucent. It's actually a translucent color. She couldn't find the old. That's exactly what you did. So it's a translucent color, and I'm using the Fenty Beauty sponge just to apply that, just to because she sweats a lot, one, and to have to kind of give her like not really bake, but you know, to kind of put it in the microwave, not the oven. Like she's in the microwave right now. She's not in the oven. So should I microwave a warm up? Not really bake. She a warm up. While I, what did I do? Did I low light her face after this? I don't know. Like you see how this just make her highlight just turn up some more. Oh, this is everything. It's like as I'm watching this video, I'm remembering everything that I did, and I'm proud of myself. I think I did well. I think I did really well. All right, what's the next step? Am I going to be lining her face? Am I going to be, go girl. I think I'm gonna be putting on her eyeliner. Yes. Eyeliner. No, with any sane human being, you get quite awkward when people are around your tender parts, you know, your eyes. And Jessica was no exception. I just gotta look like my deliver while I had mix up. But she did well though. I've dealt with worse. Lining her eyes, lining her waterline, her lash line, lining with a black eyeliner pencil. Not sure of the brand, but it's really cool. Lining her eyes, lining. I don't. That's what you get for me not playing any songs in my videos and getting an uncut, no steps skipped, full video, start to finish, front to back, side to side, top to bottom, corner to corner. Look. I love singing, I write songs, poems, Poetry's not really popular these days. Oh, gosh. Remember back in the day when you were going to, I don't know if people still do this, but when I was going to high school, I wrote so many poems. My dark withered soul, when I'm going through that teenage angst kind of a thing, writing poetry. Now I'm grown, I'm writing songs, talking about what they want under my skirt and stuff, Yes, Jessica, blink, honey, because your eyes ain't working. Blink, blink, blink. Dusting it away, and it just brings her face up several notches, this translucent powder. Look at that. And her face is matte. God damn. It's just really, really matte and nice. I love it. I'm going to go back into the box of crayons palette. And I'm actually going to be using, what color is this? Green. And then I'm going to be going in with, I think, blue after. And for her lips, I'm going to be using Bounce on It from Sasha Cosmetics. Excuse me, that's for her lips. And for her eyes, what did I use? I think I used gold from the eyeshadow palette as well for the golden part in her eyes. I'm going to like as when it comes up. But no, I'm using green, and then I'm going to be grabbing blue from the box of crayons eyeshadow palette. Green and blue for her lash line. Yeah. Not much to see here, my friends, I tell you that. Green and blue. That's what I said. That's what I did. Green and blue. Like the sea. Green and blue. How are you? Yes, I'm done. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord God. Thank you, Jesus. I'm going to brush her with some more of the eyeshadow because she has some fallout. So I'm kind of flicking it away with this brush. And I keep on brushing off because I don't want to flick it away and I put it back on her face. It comes back on her face. I'm just pushing that product in again. Yes, Jessica, you look fierce, mama. So, oh, that's what I used for her highlight. Watch me blush, and I'm taking Old Banana. And that's going to be her highlight, little highlight. I didn't do a lot on her for her highlight. Just a little side. And I could have gone, bold, but even though, okay, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I'm a little bit apprehensive to go full on with the highlight. I love how it looks, but even when I do it on myself, sometimes I'm like, oh, that's a lot. And today, it was one of those days where I went, oh, that's a lot. So besides Old Banana, I also used Cappuccina. So I'm using Cappuccina as well. And that's going right underneath Old Banana. So Old Banana is on top of Cappuccina. Yes, honey. For a nice inner glow on the body, on the face, my love. Yes, I do well. And on the tip of her nose, looking a little uppity. Yes, my friend. And her, what is that? How do you say? Chin? And her chin. Yes, my friend. And just, working my magic. Oh, yes. Then this is what I did. I went in with gold, and that's going to be on her happy area. And for her lips, she is going to be wearing, what color is it again? Bounce on It. She's wearing Bounce on It from Sasha Cosmetics as well on her lips. That's what she'll be wearing. And I asked her to put it on, but amateurs. So I eventually took over at the last minute. But this is the look, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your patience with me. Oh my gosh. And regarding that IG post, I'm just very overwhelmed. So when I said something had to give, like something is gonna give, you know, but it's just for me to figure out what's going to give, but something is going to give. But anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. Love you guys. Jessica, my love, thank you so much for being my muse today. Don't forget to follow my Instagram, LyricRochester, Snapchat, LyricRochester, and Facebook, Jamaican Makeup Artist, Twitter, LyricRochester, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.
I'm putting it all on the table, man. 2P13. I'm all in. Yeah, 2P13. The whole team all in too. 2P13. Game up.
Number 9 is picking up trash gracefully. As magical Disney
I see it now. I'm ready to see it.
Alright, but you've seen it just
No,
yes,
glimpse it, but I'm ready to see it completely now.
It's actually part of their job to collect the rubbish and put it in the garbage themselves. Yes, you heard me right. Poor Cinderella can't catch a damn break. However, since these are magical creatures, princes and princesses that we're talking about, they also bend over and pick up.
No, sir!
You're in a sleep. We're so low.
It's nice, eh?
You like it, Pachu?
Yeah!
Jessica, we're so low. You guys just in a minute. We're for watch, baby.
Hey, at least the park is kept clean. Plus, as Mary
Okay.
said,
I feel
there is an element.
KB, let's go. R.I.P. to the old man, to the old man. Raised in the stakes, my chips in, my chips in.